Alright guys, welcome to my favorite games back in like the PS1 days, man. Oh god, this old stuff, but great stuff. Really great stuff. Storyline, unfucking believable. that laugh, awesome, powerful. Oh, wait, hold on.
Cain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I have served Cain a millennium. The gift continued to evolve. We became less human and more divine. Cain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome: my eternal damnation. Raziel was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy.
Alright guys, that being said, I'm gonna try to narrate very little between these cutscenes.
I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
Other than that,
What madness is this?
this is gonna be a very
pitiful
unique
form
storyline
is this
for those
that I have come to
who
inhabit?
don't know
Death
jack
would
shit
be a release next
about
to
the
this
Legacy of
travesty.
Cain series.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from
Even if you
total
didn't know,
dissolution.
you should really look up
I
on
would
Blood
choose
Omen
oblivion
first,
over
even
this
before watching this
existence.
crap.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Cain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in.
Yeah, so basically this
And
is
that,
the story of
Raziel, is the
Raziel's
demise
story.
of Nazgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot
Caused by
spin them
Cain.
in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies.
I will be
Redeem
playing
yourself.
Soul Reaver 2
Or if you prefer, avenge yourself.
and Defiance.
Settle your dispute with Cain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
Apparently, my recording of the actual game I was playing and recording at the same time did not record my voice at all. It recorded the gameplay and the sound of the gameplay quite well, but not me. So I guess I'll just be narrating over that stuff as well. Basically, yeah, you can see right now, it's just stuff right here. X for jump, just telling you exactly how to do the controls at the moment. Basically, be narrating over a little stuff here and there. Forgot exactly what I said all the time right here. I'm just waiting here, telling you, explaining you exactly what's going on, what's going to be happening. Basically, I will be doing, be finishing up everything. Actually, I'll be getting trying to get all the glyphs, getting all the mana glyph powers, the glyph mana stuff, the health stuff. Giving you a good narration about the story. It's going to be a very confusing, climactic story. It's yeah, it's gonna be fun for those who don't know, and for those who do know. I prefer not to spoil anything for those guys, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this stuff. It's gonna be it's gonna be great. Trust me. And yes, by the way, one thing. I will be standing around looking like an idiot doing that exact thing right there a lot in this Let's Play. Or actually in this first episode. Because of the audio that didn't sync up with the original gameplay that I had been playing while talking. Did not sync up for some reason, so I'm over talking, doing a narration over all of it. Alright. And yeah, here's some portals first. This is very important for going across. Yes, here's some narration right here.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans. You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You've become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Alright, here we come across our first puzzle or jumping platformer, actually. There'll be plenty, lots and lots of these damn things. It's surely not as bad as Defiance, but yeah. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to tell you about at the beginning there. I will be doing Blood Omen 2. I mean, sorry, not Blood Omen. I wish.
Your wings, though
I'll be
ruined,
doing,
are not without purpose.
Actually, I probably should
Take
do
hold
Blood
of them
Omen.
as you leap, and
But
they
anyway,
will carry
I
you
will be doing
across this
Legacy
chasm.
Kane, Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance. I might do Blood Omen. I never finished Blood Omen ever, never did, but I should. That
What
was
scabrous wretches are
playing
these?
a blind playthrough up to about
The scabbard
what's
of
his
the
name?
underworld. Their fell
crap,
hunger has claimed countless
Soul Reaver 2,
souls,
actually, that
spirits
one
who now
vampiric
shall never
guy,
find their
what's
rest.
his name? Shit. I forget his name. But anyway, yeah. Once I get to his little castle mansion thing, Borador, yeah. Once I get to Borador's mansion, I'll be practically playing blind there. Other than that, if I did play Blood Omen, though, if I did, other than that, here, other than that, the puzzle platformers or the jumping platformers, be plenty of those. A lot of block puzzles. Basically, a lot of just puzzles before the boss fight. So yeah, it'll be a lot of jumping, dodging, again puzzles, back jumping, dodging, puzzle again.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms.
Very part of
With
the
their
puzzles
aid,
again.
you may
Wanting
gather
to shift
matter
from
and
material
will
to spectral
yourself to
realms
become
back and forth
manifest
just
in
to
the
finish your
physical
puzzle.
world. This
It'll
is
be getting a
taxing,
little
however.
confusing. For those who've already been through this game and know it all too well,
You require
you
no
don't worry
conduit
about
to
jack
return
shit
to
because you
this
know what's going to
place.
happen.
You
As
may
for those who
abandon
don't,
your physical
you
body
can kind of see
at
how
any time.
the spectral and material realms change the world itself, and how you're going to traverse something or get past something or get something that needs to be done. Like that. It's
Sustain your
just the whole world
strength to
just
prolong your
shifted
manifestation in
crazy-like.
the physical world. If you fail
so,
to feed
yeah.
or absorb too many wounds, this
Quite the puzzle
fragile matter
platformer
will dissolve.
slash action slash trippy fucking story. Yeah. No drugs needed to get mind boggled off this shit. Seriously.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
And mind that you do too as well. You have no weight in the physical realm when in the spectral realm. Because you're a spirit. You do not have, you do not mean anything to the physical world at all. So yeah, that'll be very, again, from shifting from material to spectral.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be king of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my
And
foes.
About combat. Yeah, it's going to be very kind of interesting / complicated. It shouldn't be that complicated for you to do though. Basically, yeah, as you can see here, my inhalation makes it so the spirit comes out. You absorb the spirit.
Soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm.
The body disappears. Now, if you're gonna impale somebody with, like, say, later on I'll show you here in a moment, actually, with a spear or whatnot, and you take the spear out of the body without actually absorbing the soul, the soul will actually go back into the body, and you'll have to deal with him all over again. The only thing that you don't have to worry about is basically, like right there, sunlight, or actually burning. When you burn a corpse,
your physical
you never ever have to worry about
what you knew in life.
Hold on.
Even massive obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
Okay. When you're burning a corpse, you never have to worry about it getting back up or coming back alive. Ever. Ever. The only time you have to worry about that is either impalation or water. When the water is receded back and there's no more water there, the body will come back alive. If it's impaled and whatever impaled the body is now gone, it will come back alive. So fire is your only surefire way, like any true way to kill a vampire is, by fire. What else? Also you want to be careful with certain enemies that might have, like, are previously dead already. If they are previously dead and then you revive them, you might want to be careful because they might just be wraiths on the other side when they revive their body. And then you'll have to deal with a reincarnated wraith in the physical realm, which you just don't want to deal with. It's just so much annoyances when you try to deal with other stuff as well.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a little hint about this guy. Not Raziel. The Wheel of Fate. That is his name that's talking to you. He's not as holy and humble as you might like to think, for those who don't know already. Yeah, he's gonna be Raziel's, how can I put it? His unwanted benefactor. Yeah, I want to show you something here real quickly here. This about this little trick here. Spears, stabs. Later on, you'll see like this little skeleton on top of it, and it looks much more like a staff, not a spear or anything like that. Because you can't, when you throw it, it'll actually bump off and won't stab all the way through. And here's what I'll actually show you about yeah, actually not crouch, but stand up and walk, which is sneak. Right there, yeah, that's sneak right there. And actually, I'm gonna stab it, and I'll actually take the spear back out without actually absorbing the soul. Yeah, Luckily though, that was just a regular soul, not a wraith. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, he is not as humble as you like to think. He is, later on, he's basically pushing Raziel and making sure that he stays on his wanted path and trying to kill Cain because he's trying to tell him like, oh well, if Cain would have died or martyred himself, everything would have been fine. But Cain didn't, and he decided to take the path that he did. And that's just the basics of it. The very slim, small basics of it. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. And oh yeah, here's your first portal room here. I won't be taking it because this will just take you back to the that one room, which will actually lead you back into the Spectral Realm, and I don't want to go back to the Spectral Realm. I want to stay in the material. We want to continue on forward from here. Other than that, yeah. And nothing. My controller, or my gamepad controller, is badly wonky as shit, because watch me right here. Twice. There's once. And twice. Yes. I did not press those directions. It just automatically does that to me. I'm gonna fix that soon. In the next episode. Yeah.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
And I think I'd like to add something here. I actually think I found a better word for him, because he's not really an unwanted benefactor as much as I like to say he is, because he just seems that way at first. If you're new to this and you don't even know, he might even sound like a benefactor entirely, but he's not, because honestly, I think Raziel turned into what he is anyway, because if you start noticing later on in the game, there will be these things called wraiths. There are the vampires that died and went to the Spectral Realm and been there for so long that they turn into themselves wraiths, like Raziel is. He eats souls. They eat souls. But Raziel's a much more powerful version because, of course, he was a high lieutenant, or even I would say personally, in the vampire world, at least, I guess, a rank of a lord vampire, a very high-ranking vampire, even though he's only a lieutenant compared to Cain. So, that being said, he's a pretty fucking badass wraith compared to other normal wraiths. So, that's why I believe he would change to what he is anyway without the Wheel of Fate's help, because he is a being of his own nature, not because the Wheel of Fate demands it. The Wheel of Fate is just there to do something else in Nosgoth entirely. Because I know Cain wants what's right, but Cain just wants to find a way to get through this without him dying. You'll see later on more about it in Defiance, really. Defiance really emphasizes the story a lot more hardcore, but it's extremely hard to control with my gamepad. It's those goddamn jumping controls are wonky as shit. Trust me, you'll see later on. And as you can see here, I started noticing that about this health thing I see here. I noticed that I wouldn't go get that till I can Rakaya's soul, his power to be able to traverse those kind of gates. Once I get that soul, I'll be coming back here for that piece of the completion of the Heart of the Health thing.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Here I'm just doing a quick demonstration about how the worlds work. For those who are, not special, but for those who don't know, yep, that's how it works. Now you're all the way back here at the abyss. Yep. Just like that. And I'll be going back because I don't need to be here at the moment. We need to be continuing forward onto Kaya's area, actually. Soundtrack to this game. I don't know, but it's just me. I fucking love the soundtrack. Just great. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, something about the soundtrack is wonderful to me. I think the second was alright. The third one was just as great as the first one. But other than that, yeah. Just want to note about the soundtrack. Beautiful, just beautiful. thing I like to note, actually. Has anybody ever noticed when you played this game on the Dreamcast that when you start clawing everything, your claws actually, instead of making like a little blue wavy line, it actually makes like a rainbow color? That was just the strangest thing I have ever seen before. I don't know, it just was strange to me. I don't know. The Dreamcast is weird sometimes. Going backward to show you about the torches, how they can be actually relit for continual use, in case if you actually want to make sure the bodies don't ever come back again, but that's so tedious, I mean, I would never do it, ever, but, yeah, it's available for constant use. Those bonfires are, and just a matter of fact, that's just the pure ability is that you can get a torch and light it up. I mean, that's just amazing mechanics there. Seriously, I mean, that's for the day and age. This is just ridiculously intriguing and just awesome. Mechanics in this game are just beautiful. For its day and age, again, for its day and age. 1999 on the PS1. It's just and how beautifully it would glow on the PS1. It would glow exactly just like this. And I'm playing the PC right now. It just flows beautifully. Just beautifully. Oh, and yes, you can use boulders. Purely stun weapons, instant stun when you throw it. Instant stun. But other than that, I think you might be able to knock people into water or fire with rocks when you actually stun them. You actually like hit them and they either get stunned or they get pushed and stunned. But other than that, yeah, no actual killing power with them. Sorry. Oh, and this place specifically, I'll be coming back here once I defeat Duma to collect the glyph shard to enhance my glyph magic, and the health shard to increase my health as well. Yeah, but that won't be till Duma. Yeah, after Duma, actually. Yeah.
No! Please!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Oh, and here's what I was talking about. If you would to, I think, teleport yourself into the spectral realm, you would actually meet the missed soul that you missed in that body. You don't actually have to teleport there. You can just grab whatever weapon you used to kill it, unless of course you burn the body. Then you might have to teleport, yes, back to the spectral. But you just grab them and kill them again. And what do you know? Baby, come back. Here's actually the first Seraphim that you might need for a while. First Seraphim Soul Reaver compared to the Blood Omen one. Yeah, these guys will be scattered around very extremely rarely.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan.
Joust at you
to
with
what
their,
depths had our dynasty plummeted?
crossbow
These ghouls
slash.
were the descendants of my high-born brother. Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here in turn?
Crossbow thingy, yeah. They're not really that hard at all. They can be annoying when you're trying to deal with other enemies at the same time. Like I said, you don't want to deal with a reincarnated race and 3 other enemies plus like 2 or 1 Seraphim shooting at you, and everybody just wants you. Here's the staff I was talking about before earlier. But anyway, I think there is a way to get the humans to side on you, and they don't attack you, but they don't really help you either. They just don't attack you, they don't get in your way. But I forget how it happens though, I forget. It's either that you don't attack any humans at all in the game, and they should not annoy you at all, or it's something other about letting them see you kill
my brother Melchiah
a vampire.
Was made last,
if they see that you're killing a vampire, they see that, oh, well, you must obviously be good.
Although immortal,
so
his soul
I'm
could
gonna let
not
you go.
sustain the flesh,
Or
which
if you
retained
save
much
them,
of its
you can
previous
actually
human
help them out
frailty.
or something like that. I don't know exactly. I
This
can't
weakness,
remember, but
it
I've
seems,
done it before
passed
at
on to his
PS1,
offspring.
but I just
Their
can't remember
fragile
how it
skins
happens.
barely contained the underlying
Yeah.
decay.
Here's where I lose my way here quickly, just going around in circles. Can't find that damn door, which was actually right there, and I passed it. I passed it like 2-3 times, I think. Where? And here's where the puzzles start to get a little bit more intriguing, and of course the third portal. But yeah, this is where the puzzles and the block puzzles and the shifting puzzles start to get a little more complicated than usual. They'll get a lot more complicated later on in the game. But yeah, this is where they start really shining, right here. Here's where I forget that actually there's a second block up there that actually has to fall on that block right there, and which I did a good thing right here, because I totally forgot that block is supposed to fall on this thing. I totally forgot about this part right here. And yep, so I decided to move on and head on forward. Don't ask me how this happened. There, I do not know how that happened. That was just, honestly, I don't know, but that was lucky for me. Yeah. This room specifically, you will have to come back here, and you will want, see that little tomb down there all by its lonesome, down there? You can see the Reaver swords are on it. You're going to come back here with the Soul Reaver. Open up that box, and it will have, I believe, a health portion in there for you. Yes. Next room, this is where I was talking about reincarnated wraiths. Yes, so basically, yeah, the Wheel of Fate is about to give you a little narration of himself, about these wraiths. Very extremely deadly, and I'll even show you a bit about what they will do exactly to your health. If you watch my health down there in the corner, and as they hit you, you'll see exactly what they do.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
Now that you see what to do exactly. Also, this is what I mean by shifting puzzles. Shifting back and forth between spectral and material realms. See, that little place there that you climb on top of wasn't there before because it popped out. Also, in spectral, like I said before in the beginning, your weight does not matter in the material realm when in. Whatever happens, like whatever you do in the material realm, it does it. As you'll see in what I'm about to do here in just a moment. Also, another thing is you can actually flip these boxes here. I'm just about to show you a little tutorial here about it. Kind of interesting, but the sad thing is that you can only flip these boxes on a flat surface or up onto a surface that is exactly the same height as the box is. You cannot flip it onto a surface that is. See that little surface there? That little spot right there that you kind of barely see right there on the side? That little surface there, you would not be able to pop that box up on top of that surface right there. Yes, that surface that I'm standing right below of, that comes up to my thigh right there, you would not be able to flip that box up onto that surface. It has to be exactly the same height or a flat surface to flip it. Now here's what I'm talking about the material to spectral realm puzzle, the shift puzzles. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to land on one of those, I guess, I don't know what you call them, pulley system things. I'm going to land on one of them, and that'll raise the other. Now, if you were to do that again in the material realm, but go on the higher one, that would just lower the other one and raise the other one, and you'd have to do it all over again. But if you were to do that in the spectral realm, you would just go right across it because you are a spirit and spirits have no weight in the material realm. We're about to make our first run into an actual reincarnated wraith. A wraith that comes back to life from the spirit world into the material realm from its body. As you can see up there, that dead body that's been stabbed or impaled. When I take that impaled weapon out of that there it is. He's all glowing blue. When he hits me, he's going to do the same exact thing a wraith would do. Exort. A very, very dangerous thing. So I'm going to show you right here. See? You don't want to deal with that shit with 2 to 3 other enemies you have to deal with. That's just annoying. So, best thing to do is probably a fire glyph. Seriously, a fire or a water glyph or something that you know is going to hurt them. Seriously. puzzles start to get really intricate. See, I'm pushing, pulling and dragging and whatnot. Yeah. So, yeah, this is how things gotta be really getting to be. Yep. I'm gonna try to get the Seraphim to befriend me, or hopefully I befriend him, so that later on when I go to the Seraphim stronghold, nobody will start attacking me and screaming in fear and whatnot. I don't think it works at all, because in the end he just tries to attack me anyway, but I just pass him up like a pussy. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see if it's any beneficial in any way at all to me if I don't attack him at all. If it doesn't, which I doubt it will be, I think in the end, when I go to the Seraphim stronghold, it's just, they're gonna be screaming, they're gonna be attacking me, I'm gonna have a hard time. So yeah, but I'll try. highest last place. That's where I'll be going. But first, I need to bring down the elevator by burning the wooden pillars that hold it up there, actually, first. So, and then, you know, yeah, pull those fire breaks all the way across until, yeah. But even then, I still need to push it all the way to the other side, because those things are going to be needed to pushed onto the elevator itself, so where I can actually hear it click, and that should open up the door to Malakaya. Yeah.
Show yourself, creature.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the Master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
Everyone is afraid, sibling. You awake to a world of fear. These times of change are so unsettling. Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
Alright, now that being said, this boss can be a little tricky. Sometimes he just won't be in that right place at that right moment in time, and not that with these part here. This is easy. This part right here is easy. But the grinding part, yeah. Sometimes when he phases through the gate, and you're trying to do it at the right moment in time, yeah, it can be a little odd, and it can, like it's about to show here a moment. I caught it in a glitch, yeah, and it sucks. And this part right here, he isn't coming because he isn't Argo to me yet. I have to go down there and let him chase me like a little girl. Yeah, I said it.
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Cain?
The Master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded. Unreleased.
Done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
Now, that sucks, because Melchiah could phase through it, at will in the material realm. And also, I didn't show in the battle there, if you actually phase into the spectral, he would follow you into the spectral, and he would still phase through those gates. But you can only do that. You can only phase through the gates in the spectral, not in the material. Only spectral. That fucking sucks. I just have to say that right now. Now before I exit out this area, I am actually going to get a couple of things right now.
Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
I am going to get the force lift and a piece of health increase upgrade thingy. I think there might be a... No, there's some other things down here. Not down here. But yeah, I'm gonna get those two things, and then I guess this will be the end of this first episode. And now we'll start a new one.
These artifacts
And we'll be
enhance
heading
your
to
stamina, enabling you to prolong your material
Sanctuary
manifestation. Gather 5 to complete the emblem, and thereby augment your strength.
And heading on to, well, actually first gonna get the what's it, the Soul Reaver after he breaks it over our fucking head, and going on to Zephon actually. So yeah, that'll be pretty much it until we can get Zephon's climbing ability to actually get more health upgrades, which will be quite a while later. And one last thing, guys, before I also end this episode. I'm sorry, you guys, for all this, the audio syncing problems and why I'm staying so still for so long, just like not doing anything. This next episode will get a lot better once the syncing make sure the syncing's alright. Should be good. I'll be talking during the gameplay. Everything will be good. Just want to say that.
Once acquired, these glyphs empower you with elemental lore. Each spell exacts a sacrifice of energy, however. Use them sparingly and wisely.
Now, that thing right next to us is a glyph energy recharger. When we spend the glyph energy, it'll recharge it for us. I don't show it right here. I don't know why I didn't, but just trust me, it will. The glyph energy, though, those upgradable glyph energies, they're around. I will be picking them up, and I'll be clicking them all. I will be clicking them all. That'll be very important for us. What else? Other than that, I guess that's it. Yeah. So we'll be ending the episode right here. Next time we'll start up, you'll be seeing me in, most likely, the underworld right next to the Wheel of Fate, and we'll be heading off to the palace or the sanctuary of the clans to meet up with Cain and to get the Soul Reaver.